It'll be the Celtics off the tip. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade.
Ooh! That's how you attack. Wow.
Agree.
And, guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
Anytime you get an opportunity to show off a little bit, you have to take it.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. And the Celtics, a stifling defensive ball club under head coach Brad Stevens.
Tremendous perimeter defenders. One of the top-rated teams in the league in terms of steals. And even without being a dominant defensive rebounding and shot-blocking team, they were so good on the wings that it didn't matter.
Now Crowder following Durant's three-point attempt. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist from Crowder. Horford's got his first 2 points of the night.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
It just chalked that one up to a little miscommunication. I'm sure they'll get on the same page.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Thomas with the ball. Curry meets him. Johnson. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
That's a terrific set that they just ran.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
That's another aspect of Thompson's game that he continues to improve on. He is not just relying on his shooting, but building on his game by working on his driving.
Now here's Johnson. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. Picked by Horford. Thomas, it's a wide open look, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Outside Curry. Pachulia the pass to Curry. Takes the three. They get it again. Another shot. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Kevin Durant, for his career, almost 90% at the free throw line. He'll make you pay. The Warriors has had some turnovers in their coaching staff, and Steve Kerr, give him a lot of credit. 2 guys in the first 2 years leave to get head coaching jobs.
The offensive rebound. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Horford's got his second bucket of the night.
He really fought on the glass there and did a tremendous job coming up with that rebound.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout.
Come on, let's go. These guys are relying on one man to beat us. He's way too comfortable moving around without the ball. I want you to stay tight on him, away from the ball, and run him off the line.
Was fantastic, and Steve Kerr stayed out of the way.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Down low. Here's Crowder. And he banks in the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Curry kicks to Durant. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
With his size and touch, Durant has all the tools to hurt you around the rim.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, he certainly came out swinging. Only the first period, he's already picked up 2 fouls. Might need to ease up a bit now.
And the Warriors making a change here. Livingston's checked in. Marcus Smart's checked in for the Celtics. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
He's really lucky that one went in because that was a pretty sloppy possession overall.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Pachulia. The definition of a gamer, Marcus Smart, a real blue-collar player, Greg.
It really fits in well with how the Celtics want to play. They want those fire breathers on the floor. His anger got the best of him at times in the past, and that altercation he had with an opposing fan back in college might have given some teams pause. The Celtics want guys who care, and he definitely does.
Thomas, no luck.
I like that shot for him, though. Very little defensive pressure. He typically rises up and buries that.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Warriors. Boston also with the sub. Olynyk, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. The three from Thomas. No good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
It has not been an easy quarter for him offensively, but I like that he's staying aggressive.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
He's already given them all sorts of problems. He hasn't needed any time to settle into this one.
Horford. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
In the corner, Crowder with it. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
He got the ball inside, realized right away he had a mismatch, and took him right to school.
And stolen by Horford. The 8-footer. Durant with the steal. And now in transition, here we go. Iguodala. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. That one on Horford. The Warriors have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And a season full of records for the Golden State Warriors. 73 wins, a 24-0 start, 34 road wins. Steve, 54 consecutive wins at home. Of all those, which record impresses you the most?
Well, I think 73 wins, because you have to be able to do all that to get to 73. People were calling them lucky. I don't think so. It takes a lot to be able to win 73 wins in this league.
Here is McGee, following the basket by Al Horford.
We all know how lethal of a shooter Thompson is, but his passing is usually right on the money as well.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Livingston. Goes up, throws down the breakaway jam.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
The Celtics have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Warriors making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Picked by Horford. Here's Brown. Here's Smart. Good D by Thompson.
Blown opportunity right there. Point blank lay in. Come on now.
Here's Rozier. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. They get it back. Smart. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Boston shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Warriors trail by 3. Thompson for the triple. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Thompson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That shot was from distance. The stroke from Thompson, so pure.
Smart dishes to Horford. Brown kicks to Olynyk. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Yeah, questionable, but it almost got through. It's probably a quick bucket if it did.
9 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Shot clock at 5. Horford's shot is good. Horford's got 8.
Outstanding job looking for his teammate and connecting with him with a flawless pass.
From deep, and it would have counted had it fallen, but... And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
They clearly have the size advantage, and they're sending a lot of big bodies to the paint on both sides of the floor.
Curry is out there with Livingston, and it's Durant. Then it's Matt Barnes, and it's Green in at the center. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one thing you've heard over the years about Amir Johnson is that his box score stats may not wow you, but they belie his impact on the court. Coach Brad Stevens said he just knows how to play both ends. He makes easy plays with the ball, and then on the defensive end, he makes everyone better. Indeed, a two-way impact player, Kevin.
He's a plus-minus standout, D.A. Thank you.
Stephen Curry all over his man, gets the steal, and then he converts on the offensive end.
Curry with the steal. Here's Livingston. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Now it's a 6-point Warrior lead.
And there it is again. They get careless with the basketball, and immediately it costs them.
We all know that Curry broke the three-point record last year, putting up an incredible 402 made threes on the season. The fact that no one had reached 300 before, then he goes and gets 400 is just astonishing.
That is what is the most impressive thing about the record. He broke his own record by over 100. It would be like a player hitting 90 home runs in a year. Little doubt that he's the best shooter of all time.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
I just think he can get a better look than that one.
Curry with the steal. Barnes against Brown. Durant. Green kicks to Barnes. And taken away by Brown. And now it's Bradley running. He can go all the way. The pass to Rozier. Poked loose. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. JaVale McGee's checked in for Barnes. And a change for the Celtics. Thomas checked in for Terry Rozier. Golden State on D. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Got a piece of it. And it's the Warriors on the break. Livingston is running. And the jam by Stephen Curry.
Sean Livingston's court vision is amazing. Being able to hit the open guy right on stride.
Curry against Thomas. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Bradley.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
But what he does is uses his body extremely well to shield off the defenders from the basketball.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Thomas outside. It's rebounded by Golden State. Durant's got his third rebound on the night. From deep three-point range, Curry, good. And it's an 11-point Warrior lead.
He is starting to find his groove. That is scary for the defense.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
Great job, guys. Nice work. Take a seat now. Let's talk.
There was no doubt he would be the MVP the way he played. He earned every first-place vote for the award and swept the voting.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for the Warriors. Thompson comes in for Sean Livingston. And then for Boston. Al Horford's checked in for Olynyk. Johnson comes in for Brown. And Smart subbed in for Bradley. And what's surprising with Curry, Steve, is that there had never been a unanimous MVP before. He was the first.
Got to give him credit. We probably had some guys that should have been unanimous, like Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, but give him all the credit. He didn't vote for himself. He had a fantastic year. He did it. He done it. It's over.
And here is Thomas after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Kept alive. Second chance shot. And Steph Curry with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that third foul.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 20-7 run. And McGee kicks to Curry. Three-pointer. And another three for Golden State.
Oh, that shot by Stephen Curry from the three-point line, he can hit that with his eyes closed.
Thomas passes to Smart. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Green. From deep three-point range, and it's Curry again from deep. Curry's got 22.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
That's tipped. Horford with a screen on Curry. Thomas outside, bangs home the trifecta. Thomas got 6.
It looks like he took that last three a little personal.
I think so. A little bit of a little payback. Great back and forth between these two fellas.
Celtics trail by 14. Smart with the ball, picked up by Thompson. Horford no luck.
A shot he knows he needs to make when the defense sags off him. Still a little inconsistent from out there.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Thomas against Curry. Outside Thomas. To the inside. Horford. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. 10 points for him.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now the feed to McGee. Curry dishes to Green. Nailed from three-point land. And the Warriors lead by 15.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Nice ball movement by Boston. And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. And the slam dunk by Iguodala.
And a phenomenal attack of the rim off the drive from Iguodala there. Just exploding to the hoop past the defense.
Here's Thomas, plenty of space. And good as it rattles through the hoop. Thomas got 5 points now this quarter. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Curry can't get it to go. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his 5th foul. And here's Smart. Kicks to Horford. Back to Smart. Tipped away. Thompson. And that concludes the first half.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined here by Steve Kerr, Coach.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome, everyone. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He ended up with 22 points, 6 steals, and 3 assists. He's clearly shaken off his mediocre performance from their last game as he has been dominant in the first. And in a matter of moments, they'll be starting.
The Embarcadero in San Francisco with the Bay Bridge glistening in the background as we welcome you back to the Bay Area and back to Oakland, California. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he did a nice job. He got some easy buckets, made some tough shots. He erupted in the first half of play.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Jay Crowder out there with Johnson. And it's Horford in at the pivot, manning the middle.
And the Celtics, really since the departure of the big three and Rajon Rondo, doing an amazing job of stockpiling assets and draft picks all along while still being competitive. So you had to know, though, that front office wouldn't hesitate to make a big move. This is an organization that seeks to compete for championships and nothing else.
And the call will be against Sean Livingston. And that'll be his third foul so far. Here's Thomas. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. And the Celtics last season in a quote-unquote rebuild mode. And yet, Greg, they were among the best teams in the NBA, certainly the East. Did they need to make any trades?
They basically had to start combining assets. They were already one of the deepest teams in the league. They had 3 first-round picks in that 16 draft, 3 second-rounders. At some point, you have to make a quantity for quality trade because you only get 15 spots.
For Sean Livingston, a lot of his scores come from him hitting a jumper on a smaller guard. His post-up game and turnaround shot are one of the hardest things to stop in the league.
And so many people say, well, he has an advantage because of his size and height. But first of all, you got to have the ability and the skills to handle the basketball as a point guard. And so what, you're down there with smaller guys. You have to have skill set to make those turnaround jumpers. And also the mid-range game, that's an art. Sean Livingston has mastered it.
Almost, but it rolls out.
See, that's a good look from within his range. You know he's kicking himself for missing it.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it's always a transition and a difficult one for college coaches to come to the pros, but Celtics coach Brad Stevens made one of the smoothest we've seen after leading Butler to back-to-back national championship games. You hear that buzz from players to opposing coaches. Greg,
And that's how we play the game. Bring it in, let's go.
his team executes. I'll still watch his Butler tape. Trying to learn some stuff, to be honest with you. High praise indeed, fellas.
And Popovich, really the godfather of the active coaches right now, D.A. His voice carries certainly a lot of weight in this league. Thank you. Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Barnes comes in for Green, and Ian Clark subbed in for Sean Livingston. Now, here's Thomas. He's covered closely, and it's the Warriors on the break. Stolen by Thomas. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Thomas is running, and the dunk by Horford.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
He thrives in the open court. Such an aggressive finisher.
Here's Thomas. The shot's good. Brown making the play. 10 points for Isaiah Thomas.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The mobility of Kevin Durant, showcase right there. So smooth getting to the rim.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And there's a whistle. That goes on Ian Clark. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And Olynyk kicks to Horford. And a dunk by Horford.
He's not the biggest guy, but he makes up for it and then some with this insane vertical leap.
Well, as a former player, Smitty, you know just how much effort it takes on a nightly basis to succeed. And who in the NBA do you see that has the best motor, the highest competitive value, night in and night out, always hustling?
Russell Westbrook is one of those guys. His motor never turns off. Draymond Green, those guys love to come out and compete. Chris Paul is another guy. You can see the passion in those guys, their mind working while they're on the floor at all times.
Brown, good.
Great to see Brown drop.
Way to work, gentlemen. Let's go now. Hustle up. Listen up. We have these guys back on their heels. And now they're playing like they're desperate.
They have intelligent guys that know how to play the game of basketball on the defensive end. They switch a lot, they get their hands in the passing lane, and they are great communicators.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. West is checked in for Pachulia. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Ian Clark. Now, here's Olynyk. That's tipped. And now Barnes running the floor all by himself. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Outstanding work from Iggy. So skilled in finishing off the drive.
Here's Rozier. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
And you can see it. He knew he made a mistake the second the ball left his hands.
Warriors leading by 20. Rebounded by Smart. Pass to Rozier. Back to Smart. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Picked by Horford. Smart passes to Bradley. Can't convert after the good screen.
Really bad mental lapse by the defense, yet he did not make them pay, surprisingly.
And here's Iguodala outside. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk got his third rebound tonight. Smart with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Boston, no good that time either. Warriors have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Pass to Iguodala. Back to West. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Horford. Here's Bradley. Not enough on that one as it misses. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing. And it had been something that had been talked about in the past via trade, but Al Horford joined Boston in the offseason via free agency. Was the fit that he wanted team-wise, and Horford was ready for a new challenge. So great fit with this roster and the city of Boston.
Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Johnson, he's checked in for Boston. Crowder comes in for Bradley. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Fires from 14, and the jumper falls for him. Curry's got 7 points for the quarter.
You got to play better defense on Stephen Curry. Too skilled.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The Celtics have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. 16 seconds left to play here in the third. Iguodala outside. Back to Curry. From deep three-point range. Oh, look out, and then you throw up stuff like that. And you go, oh my, how does it even go in? He pulls a Houdini. And meanwhile, Coach Brad Stevens talking to his team.
Pace of play is a big part of tonight, okay?
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. West out there with McCaw. Then there's Ian Clark. Then there's Livingston. And it's McGee in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. McCaw, the pass to Clark. Here's West. Doesn't go for him. And it's Boston the other way. Here's Rozier. Knocked away. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. And the Warriors with some changes. Pachulia comes in for West. And Matt Barnes is subbed in for Sean Livingston. Here's Young. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Young's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Celtics. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
McGee dishes to Pachulia. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Golden State moving the ball around. No good from Clark. Boston shooting at 51%. Really solid. Johnson the screen. And there's a whistle. That goes on Ian Clark. That'll be his second foul of the game. Boston making some changes. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Zeller. Bradley comes in for Brown. And Thomas subbed in for Young. Here's Olynyk. From down in the low post, it goes.
Terrific team chemistry on display. Everyone communicated well, and as a result, they got a great look out of it.
Here's Curry. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Bring it in. Take a seat.
Steve, now that it's all said and done, when you look back in your career, do you have one of those single moments that stand out as your favorite?
Yeah, I think my favorite for me is probably on draft night. And then I think the moment that it retired. So everything in between, and the good and the bad. A lot of people point to the championships and All-Star and the gold medals, but I think the relationships, the ups and downs, the injuries, just everything, it shapes you as a young man.
One of the, going with the saying that the journey is the reward.
It's totally right, Kevin. I mean, that journey, a lot of people don't get a chance to have that journey. So you want to appreciate even the things that didn't go so well.
Great perspective. Durant in the corner. Back to Thompson. On the wing, Green. Here's Curry with the three. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got 39.
And this team is ahead largely because of his accuracy from the floor tonight.
Curry against Thomas. Back to Olynyk. To stop the run. He takes it up and lays it in.
They love getting simple looks like that inside.
Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Durant. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And it's good. Caught through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Jerebko's checked in for the Celtics. Green comes in for Bradley. To the paint, tipped away. Thomas with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. Green kicks to Thomas. Green, the screen. Clock at 6, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas.
Wow, you know he's got to be beside himself. Terrible unforced error.
Warriors have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Here's Curry with the three. Rebound, Boston. Olynyk's got 4 rebounds in this game. That's tipped, stolen by Thompson. And here we go, Warriors running again. Here's the three. And the Warriors get it back. Outside Curry. Lets the three fly. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
It's got to be hard guarding Stephen Curry. You don't know when he's going to shoot the basketball, and sometimes you overreact, and you're just plain and simple fouling.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. David West, he's checked in for Draymond Green. And it's Barnes in for Durant. Celtics also with a sub. Rozier's checked in. Olynyk, a screen on Curry. Rozier kicks to Olynyk. Boston, no good that time either.
A three-point marksman. He couldn't have asked for a better look. Sometimes it just doesn't go down.
The steal. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Rozier kicks to Olynyk. Takes a three. Warriors with the rebound. And here's Golden State. This run now up to 13-2. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Green kicks to Rozier. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
He might not be the first option to take that three, but when he's that open, he can knock it down once in a while.
Here's Rozier, guarded by Kerr. Poked away, and that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Curry.
Tonight, guys, he caught what we call that rhythm. He was hearing that DJ he likes playing a perfect tempo, and it translated into an incredible offensive performance.
The three from Barnes. That shot off the mark. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Johnson the screen. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And Boston has possession. Here's Green. Busts the J after the KG pass fake. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the fourth. It's deflected. Here's Rozier, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
They clearly look like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got some energy out on the floor.
They just waited too long. If they could have just made this run a little bit earlier, they could have been in the game. But now this game is out of reach.
Down low. Right wing. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. McCaw with the bucket.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
They did. Fantastic run here to really put this game to bed.
And it's Rozier missing. Pass to McCaw. Here's McGee. No good on the triple. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Stephen Curry. They fed him the ball repeatedly in the second quarter, and boy, did he come alive. Once he gets into a scoring mindset, very difficult to stop.
Well, he went for 40 plus like it was no.
And that's